Hello, what is up? I'm back and it's been 3.5 years. It's been quite the 3.5 years actually. And I thought I'd give a little update on what has happened since I last made this video.
Alright, hi, how's it going? So it's August and I'm moving at the end of this month, but I haven't started packing at all.
Which was August of 2020 and I was unemployed and about to move into a new apartment in Boston with the same roommates, which I did. In September of 2020, we moved into the new apartment where I lived for almost 3 years until May of 2023. About 4 to 6 months after I moved to the new apartment, I started getting work again, and I worked a bunch of different video contracts at first. One was a really short-term contract and one was a more long-term contract, but the company was really not good to work for. So I worked there for about 9 months until I found a better opportunity, which was not in video at all. And that's where I stayed for the next almost 2 years. And during those 3 years, I traveled a little bit actually. I went to California to meet the kids of my cousins who had been born during the pandemic. I also went to Florida to see my friend and to go to a music festival, which was really fun. And then I went to Vermont and Maine and a couple other places here and there, New York City. You know, all the good New England vibes. But eventually, towards the middle to end of 2022, I started to get really burnt out in Boston, and I was like, I have goals I'm not going for. I've been here all my life and wanting to leave. And so in the winter of 2023, when I learned about a remote work visa for Portugal, I decided to go for it. I had a remote job at the time, which was that contract not in video. So I applied for the remote work visa in March of 2023. And then in May of 2023, I still had not heard about the visa, but I thought I was a pretty good candidate, so I moved all of my stuff to Portugal. And now it's January of 2024 and I still haven't heard about the visa, so that was not my best decision ever, but I've been having a good time. I stayed in Portugal from May and June of 2023, and then in July of 2023, I traveled around Portugal with my parents, as well as went to Copenhagen for a concert. And then, unfortunately, at the end of July of 2023, I had to leave because my tourist visa ran out. So I went back to America, where I stayed in Boston for a little bit, then I went to Florida, then I went to Costa Rica, then I went back to Florida, and then I went back to Boston. So in total, it was around 3 months outside of Europe to reset my Schengen visa. And then at the end of October, I went back to Portugal, and that's where I've been since. It has been quite the ride. I'm still trying to figure out my visa issues, but overall I'm having a really good time. And as for work, I'm mainly doing freelance stuff right now. I got laid off from that not video contract at the end of September when they restructured, and now I'm doing a bunch of different freelance contracts to make ends meet. And I'm also trying to get back into doing stuff for myself creatively, which is why I'm back here. But anyway, if you watched this far, thank you, and hopefully I'll see you soon and not disappear for another 4 years. Bye!